This is the X Sports Network. This is the X.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summertown High School Gymnasium. Will Pettis and Tommy Emerson for now. If Guthrie comes or Sean comes, I will gladly hand my headset over to them. But, Tommy, how are you?
I'm good. Here at Gene McBee Court, ready to watch some volleyball.
We've got a 3-0 Summertown in the district up against Mount Pleasant. It's the first time that these two have faced each other. Summertown has district wins over Collinwood, Hampshire, and Loretto. And so after Mount Pleasant, Tommy, who else in the district do we have left? Perry County. So we're 4-0.
4-0, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Who's left? Have we seen this? Is this the final team that we've seen?
Yeah. Lewis County. Lewis County.
That's right. We've not seen Lewis County yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, we'll get to go to their brand new gymnasium probably in a week or two. Excited about seeing that. Elsewhere in the district, you have Loretto playing against Collinwood today. We'll try to check in on those scores. We've already had a JV game here where Summertown took that one in 2 sets. Good seats still available if you're around Summertown.
Yep, plenty of room. If you're coming late, just come on.
You look, there's even front row seats available.
Yep.
You should be here.
You don't even mess with the scalpers out front. Just come in, see Ratasha Mason, she'll get you in.
That's right.
As the refs get checked in here.
I believe we've got a couple still nursing injuries there on the bench with Ansley Bonner and Macy Pettis.
Yep.
And I know at least on Macy's side of things, she's getting an MRI tomorrow. So hopefully we'll know one way or the other here soon.
Yeah. All right, we're getting set up here. Maddie Gillum back to serve. Gets that one in. Sandrell gets it over. Bonner to Garland. Dug out, but blocked down by Mason. I don't know if it was getting over, but Ellie Lou made sure it didn't.
They've put a lot on Maddie Gillum's plate. Not only is she leading off serving, but she controls the music list here, too, during the warm-ups.
Yeah, and she takes it serious.
Yeah.
Sandrell sets that up. Garland just going to put that one down, dug out. And
little long.
That's in.
Is it in?
Yeah, it falls in the corner.
Well, I just knew off her hand that was going to be out.
I know. Yeah. Just found that corner and died.
Another county matchup that I'm anxious to see today is Lawrence County versus Columbia. That's a district matchup I've been waiting to see.
Yep.
I think that'll be a nice competitive match.
Yeah, that's there's rivalries and there's heated rivalries. So
Mount Pleasant gets that point for something I did not see.
they called Zoe Bonner in the net. Apparently when she went to set, her shoulder grazed it.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah, or elbow maybe.
So Mount Pleasant leads 2-1 this first set.
This is Campbell back. Garland gets this one to the back row. And Mount Pleasant returns the favor, and they touch the net. So
Rob's easy of a kill.
See, I think in middle school you should electrify that fence just a little. And by the time they get to high school, they're like,
they're real
leery of that net.
That's a good idea.
Kelly gets that one in. Sandrell just pushes it over. Emerson hits it right to Campbell. That one gets over 2 blockers, Summertown. No, Emerson puts that one down the line and touched. That was Campbell. Campbell for that.
I wonder if Campbell saved Summertown there. I don't know if that was
I think so. I think it was headed out, but it was close enough on the line to be tempting.
Yeah.
So 3-2 now for Summertown. As Kelly's back and just gets that one over. This is knocked around. Garland puts it back. Sandrell's just going to push it over. Kelly sets it from the back row to Garland. Garland puts that one down off of Clark.
Nice try.
I'm trying to read the names for Mount Pleasant and say them and call the play-by-play, and my brain is not fast enough. So I will eventually say the name.
Yeah.
Kelly back. It's this one. Mount Pleasant's just going to have to free ball this over. Emerson, Bonner, Mason. Wasn't expecting it. Gets it over. Emerson gets a hand on that one. Just enough to make it difficult. And Garland taps that one over and off the back row.
Just like Summertown designed it.
Yeah.
Rodney Bonner wanted us to give Rodney Bonner let us know that he cannot be here tonight. So we're going to give him a shout out. He's watching us remotely.
That's just like Rodney to say, hey, I bet they're missing me there. Let's just say something about him. Emerson with the block at the net.
And Guthrie and Sean are no shows apparently.
Well, it's good to know that y'all have one reliable announcer that you can count on.
That's right.
It's good to have one.
Yep, you'll be at even at Creekwood this weekend.
Yeah.
I bet Sean Kelly's not going to be there.
No. That's a little beneath him.
Yeah.
Not Pleasant. That's Parrish. Gets that one down and in. Summertown is up 6-3. Parrish will go back to serve. Gillum to Bonner. Sets that Emerson. Hits that one down just past 10-foot line and in.
So, of course, I was not at the Loretto volleyball match. This is our first broadcast since then because I was doing middle school football that night. We were all watching from there, and then I watched it again when I got home. So with, my uneducated eye, as we have an ace there.
Yep, Ricks with the ace.
Millie was her normal dominant self, but it seemed like Izzy had a nice contribution that night.
Yeah, Izzy played a big game, and I don't know if you saw on Facebook, they did the Summertown team put a clip of just this huge rally.
I did see that.
That
Anna
Lee got a couple of like stabs in, and I was watching it with Millie, and she said during that rally, I thought if we don't win this point, we could lose this whole match. And so she finally like tipped one in the side there, but
yeah, it was a block. You know, we went up for the kill. Loretta blocked it, and Anna Lee caught it with a fist on the way down.
Yeah, just stabbed it over. So
well, as we're going to commercial, Guthrie has shown up, so I can hand the headset over to him. But we'll be back after this quick commercial break. This is high school volleyball on the Exports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs.
All right, we're back here in Summertown. Looks like May Ricks is back to serve for Summertown, leading 10-3. That's going to be dug out by Parrish. Set, hit by 27 Klein. Now we'll get a set on it. Izzy's going to get that one to roll across the net and fall down.
yeah, sometimes those are the best hit. You know, the blockers are there, and it catches enough net to run it down and in.
Yeah, it's something you can't repeat, but you sure like to see it happen.
Yep.
Get a set, hit on the outside. They'll just push it over. May's there. Now they'll set up Millie. She'll tip it. That's going to be a double on Mount Pleasant, point for Summertown. That was Parrish with the hit on it. May back to serve again, dug out by McNeil, and that'll be pushed over by 23. That's Haywood.
I wonder if they were going to call it. Some refs, you know, like I said, the rule is you used to couldn't double it at all. Now you can double it to your team, but you can't double it to the other teams.
I didn't know that. I just knew. I heard that it went from calling a bunch of doubles to none, and now it's So you can double it on your side, but you can't use it to try to go across the net with it. Yeah,
used to your setter had to be so smooth.
Right.
And then I guess it was too difficult to find setters. I don't know.
Emerson with a hit, and that'll be a kill for Emerson. Her and Zoe getting closer and closer as we go through the season, and the timing's starting to really look good.
Yeah, and these weekend tournaments are going to help.
Yeah, when it's all 12, 14 games of volleyball over and over and over, you got to get close or die trying one. So that's on the C there by Millie, and Zoe with the set, of course, for another point. 15-3, Summertown leads.
Yep.
It's good to see, and the fact that because then you can start doing it. If you've got two that are really good, you can start throwing in some mixtures because if Millie goes for a C there, she could have easily pushed it to the outside, and everybody would have thought C.
And they've done that a few times this year, and it's worked, and they've been so excited because they know, hey, that works. So.
Well, we haven't had that, in recent history. There hasn't been a setter and as many hitters as we have that can also do it. So. Yeah,
Carly's senior year, they had three really big hitters and one of the best setters in the state, and you could just pick your poison. So.
Right, and that's what you want. I mean, that's
it's hard to block.
Like that, it's hard to pick out where it's going to be, and it's hard to stop it.
Yep.
May with the serve.
Ricks is on a heater.
Yeah, Gillum there. Zoe's just going to bump that one. Izzy's going to slam it across. Now we'll get a hit by Mount Pleasant. Dug out by Gillum, but she can't get it up high enough for Zoe to get an arm on it. So Mount Pleasant will take the point. Back to serve is 17, Sandrell. I feel like she's been playing varsity for a while here.
Yeah, I wondered if it was her or her sister.
Very good set, very good hit there by Emerson, and that'll be a kill for Millie. Since I've sat down, she's had 4 or 5, I believe.
Yeah, and I didn't know what was going on. She had to get her ankle retaped right before the game. So I don't know if it was too tight or rubbing or something, but.
May there on the cup. Tipped over by Ava, and that'll be a point for Cornelius. 19-4, Summertown leads. Good decision there. A little close to the net.
Yep.
Saw there was an opening, nobody there to cup, and found a hole. This is Izzy back to serve again. Dug out, going the wrong way, and they're not going to be able to get to that one. That'll be a point for Summertown and an ace for Izzy.
We were talking about this right side or the left side hitter right here with Ansley Bonner getting re-injured, Macy Pettis getting re-injured. There's some big minutes up for grabs in that section right there. So
you are right, and that we've got a couple people that's played middle that's moved to the outside, and outside's completely different.
Yeah.
But there are a couple girls over there that can hit from the outside. That I mean, now's the time to get it if you want it.
Yeah, and there's advantages to both as Garland stays hot. You can read it a little longer on the outside, like a fly ball. You can adjust. That's in Cornelius. But middle, well, on them quick sets, sometimes the blocker's not even up.
Right.
So if you are on a good, got a good relationship with that setter on that quick set, then you like hitting middle. But I just know from 2 middle hitters at my house, they did not like middle in the beginning, and then loved it. So.
Yeah, middle is less footwork too. I feel like it's back and forth, 2 steps back. You got the C play, of course, but on the outside it's a little bit more coordination. It's a different jump. It's not really your typical 2-foot hammer down. It's more of a running, either 1-footer or a running 2-footer. So it can be hard. Ellie said she's done both and she likes either one of them, but I think she's better on the outside, but because she's not a power hitter, unless it's her birthday. But
well, you can get a lot of momentum running from that outside. So
and I think I relate everything back to basketball. So it depends on how good you are at basketball or that layup style on the outside. So that one's going to go deep for Mount Pleasant, and that'll end the first set, 25-5. We'll take a quick break here. Listen to Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with Hometown Heart.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with Hometown Heart.
All right, we're back for the second set here in Summertown. Looks like it's going to go to, well, we'll decide once we get it. I haven't seen this ref yet in volleyball.
No, this is
the R2.
Yeah. The R1, his daughter played here at Mount Pleasant, so.
Yeah, he's a
That's,
Mount Pleasant guy.
Broner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his whole family's from up there.
Yep. We sure do miss. I used to be his dad's neighbor, and we sure do miss the sunflowers over there. So.
Yeah. All right, looks like Mount Pleasant's going to get us underway here. This is number 7.
Campbell, I think.
Campbell
Yeah.
back to serve. That'll be dug out by Annalise, set up, hit by Emerson, and that's going to be in and a kill for Millie, starting it off 1-0. Are we still doing the same rotation? I haven't paid much attention.
Yeah, seems like it. Millie kind of backs up one. Brown comes in, so.
Right. That'll be tipped down by Cornelius, and then Mount Pleasant's just going to swing that one out of bounds there. As Klein got a hand on it, but it went deep. That's a good family there, the Kleins. Her dad right over there in the black shirt. I know him well. Really good guy. Matthew. Dug out there by Mount Pleasant. Hit up. Klein's going to get a swing at it. And that's going to be in for the kill for Klein as they erupt. Good hit there, and it will be Mount Pleasant serve once they figure out who's going to serve.
Yeah.
Parrish looks like she's going to go back and put a hand on it.
I don't think we started Cornelius the last game, so she's starting here. So maybe they are messing with us.
Yeah, I kind of know that's what I was kind of referring to, and then Brown went to the outside there for a minute, which was a little bit different.
Yeah, Brown may be playing Emerson's spot because Brown starts so that Millie can come and play all 3 spots on the front. And that may be what they're doing here with Brown.
But plus, Millie gets to serve that way, too.
Yeah.
If they put her one off the serve or as first server. Or second with Gillum, if Gillum normally leads it off. But
yeah.
Here's the set for Klein again. She'll fire it over. Zoe's there. Now, Anna Lee will set it up for Mason. Mason's just going to hit it over. That'll be hit and then knocked out of the net backwards by Mason out of bounds.
That's one of them reaction hits, like, oh, there's the ball.
You're supposed to hit that straight up in the air, I'm assuming.
I think that's what she tried to do. It just, some people are too strong.
Yeah, that's not her. Here comes Sandrell. Good serve over back. Annalise there to dig it out. Brown going for the C, and Cornelius there at the same time. Now that'll be hit over. Now Zoe will get a set on it. Cornelius is going to hit it over for the kill. A little slap kill right there for Cornelius.
Yeah, I don't know that was how it was drawn up with the C set. It was like a C set to Brown, and Cornelius coming in on top of her.
Right.
So I doubt that was done to fake the defense.
Well, and like you said, that outside spot opened up a lot of minutes. That means somebody's going to have to get in the kind of the rotation and know what's going on and when to do what.
And this is a good game for that.
Dug out by Annalise. Zoe's going to keep it out. Brown will tip it down, and that'll be a kill for Brown. Brown's one of those ones that's really come on strong and just continue to get better and continue to get better. Really good surprise out of her to be a big help as she's been in the middle.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if she was eligible to play at the beginning of the year.
Right.
Playing just JV, and so she come in at the right time.
Well, because, Millie can't play back row, so you've got to have another middle. And we have middles, but not a true middle, I don't think.
Yeah, someone was just going to have to try to learn middle.
Which Ellie knows middle, but I think she's not the hitter you want in the middle, but she blocks really well. So, and that tends to be good on the outside more so in the middle.
Yeah, she's played middle the year Abby Jo was hurt, and then Millie got hurt a few games, and so it was just Ellie Lou in the middle.
Yep. But I think you want your best blockers on the outsides.
Yeah, you want to shut those lines down.
Yeah, and then your middle to come over and help that side when you're double blocking.
Yep. Well, if Emerson's in for Brown, so maybe this rotation will give Brown and Cornelius more minutes across the front, because that's what they need.
Together,
they need some reps. And Cornelius is probably the front runner for those minutes on that left side. And I know she blocks really well, and they would love for her to, get some swings, some better swings in, and she's working on it, I know. So
she can definitely hit the ball.
Yeah.
I haven't watched her block much just because I watch the other side most of the time. But
she's a really good blocker.
But I'm sure, she she's a natural volleyball talent, so
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll do just fine. And she's probably, as far as hitters go, she's probably the next in line to be hitting over there.
Well, and you can tell when she plays, like, she knows how to hit. It's just when you're young, you more hit to not mess up than you do to score.
Right.
So she's got to hit to score every time, and she does. But you can tell some players just sort of pull up a little bit.
And the lead with the ace there, 10-3 Summertown leads. Too, I watched Ava and Macy play middle school together, and I think they probably helped each other competitively against each other more so than anything, because that's when Macy started really hitting the ball. Watching each other hit back and forth, It was almost like a competition who could hit more. And it was fun to watch in middle school because they both started really swinging at it.
Yeah.
That point's going to go to Mount Pleasant as, let me see her number 23, I believe Haywood is going to go back to serve. She does serve it. And there's a battle at the net there. Zoe wins that one. It'll just be hit over here. Gillum's going to dig it out. Emerson will just knock it over for the point.
There's a lot of players just looking at each other when that ball's in the air, so.
I guess because it's not supposed to be there
they're
that
like,
way.
I guess you take it. I don't know. So.
It is different when you come from playing, your Loretta's, teams like that, and then you come play Mount Pleasant. Nothing against Mount Pleasant, but their volleyball is not as far along as ours sometimes, so it can be a different swing. That's just going to be knocked over. Now Zoe will get a nice set to Emerson on the way down. She hits it, and that'll be a kill for Emerson.
12-4 now, Summertown.
I do like Zoe's lower serve, though. Set.
Yeah.
I think it can be a huge benefit to doing that. I'm not a fan of the high set. I like the low set. It's quick. Once your hitters can get used to it, you can catch blockers off guard quite a bit.
Yeah, if you can get to the hit quicker, you're always better. But yeah, like you said, the hitters have to be ready quicker. So.
Yeah. All right, well, it looks like we're getting a timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're listening to Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology.
All right, we're back as Summertown leads 13-4. I believe Wheels at Columbia leads Lawrenceburg 15-12 in the first set right now, and they are playing in Columbia or Lawrenceburg.
Garland wants that one down.
Yeah, Will said he thinks that's in Columbia. So, okay, in Columbia, yep. May back to serve again. She had the hot streak in the first set.
Yep.
I'm sure she can keep it going here. As Parrish hits that one back. A couple people got a hand on that one. It's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be a point for Summertown. 15-4. May back to serve again. May has played really good volleyball this year, too, as well.
Yeah.
Our back row is getting stronger and getting used to each other more, too. We talk about hitters a lot, but your back row has to be extremely strong going down the stretch especially.
Yeah, I've seen strong Summertown teams and strong back lines, and the back line is the difference.
And I think a lot of times we've always played that one on the back. And now sometimes we even play two on the back, or that I think they call it 5-1 or 5-2.
Well, the 5-1, they actually have three in the back, three defenders that they're going to have to get used to having. So when we ran two, but the two setters, the two on the back had more ground to cover, which you think would be a good thing when you add a defender.
Yeah.
But
if you're used to covering that ground,
they're not used to each other being right there, and then they miscommunicate sometimes. So.
And that is a dart there by Izzy Garland for an ace. That thing was a wobbler, knuckler ball, and it was hard hit.
If that would have been any faster, it had a flight attendant on it.
As Izzy goes back to, and she does another dart.
Yep.
She's serving it hard here. That'll be 2 in a row for her. She'll swing another one, tips the net and goes over, dug out. Hit over now by Mount Pleasant. And that's just going to be sent back over the net. Got to get a good pass there. Parrish with a hit, and Lee digs it out. Zoe to the outside to Cornelius, and it's not going to go.
Yeah.
Point Mount Pleasant.
Well, and there's an example. That was a short, like a line drive set. Cornelius was probably a little behind. I mean, not much, yeah, but just enough to make a difference on the net. So.
It definitely requires more timing out of your hitter.
Yeah.
Because, a high one a hitter can look at, and then decide to go get it. With that low one, you can't. Garland's going to set up Cornelius on the out, and she's going to hit it out of bounds on the far side there.
Just turned.
18-7 as Mount Pleasant's trying to mount a comeback here. This is Campbell back serving, so they've made it all the way around as she's their first server. She gets a good hit on it. Garland's there. Set up Zoe to Emerson. And that'll be a kill for Millie. She might break a record here. I wonder what the record is for most hits in a game, most kills in a game.
I don't know. I don't know who.
I would say it'd probably be pretty high.
Yeah.
We've had some good hitters come through here.
There's been a lot of good hitters at Summertown. So.
That's a good ace there by Millie on her little jump serve.
Yep.
It's either on or not on. I know that. I've watched her enough to know that.
Yeah.
If it's on, it's really good. If it's off, she's really frustrated.
Yep, like that. Well, you know, physics are what they are. And if you toss it below the net, you'll hit it into the net. So.
And that's true. This should be Parrish back, and it is. She gets a good hit on it, but it's going to be long and go deep. 21-8. Summertown leads Mount Pleasant. Mason coming back in as May takes a seat. And this will be Zoe back to serve for Summertown. Her little hopscotch serve. There's Campbell. Going to hit that one over. Doesn't make it over, so that'll be a point for Summertown. Zoe will go back again to serve. It's always fun to watch in basketball too. She's just a natural athletic kid that picks up on it quick, I think.
Yeah.
Swing, blocked. Tip, nice job there by Klein to get the kill on the tip. Mason and Brown got the hand on the first one, but they couldn't do anything with the second one, and Klein will get the point there.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant's down big, but they haven't played bad. They've passed and set and hit. It's just Summertown's found more holes than them. So
yeah,
like that one.
Mason tips that one over. Why you would be tipping now, I have no idea. Hit the ball. Well, and I mean, we talked about that back row, and Mount Pleasant's front row has played pretty well. They've done, like you said, pass, set, hit, but the back row has struggled to get a hand on any of our hits. And if you can't stop a hit, then
yeah, it doesn't matter if your front row scores 20, if your back row gives up 25. So.
Yeah, that's right. Dug out there. Now Klein will hit it over. Zoe's there. Now Garland with a really good hit, dug out nicely there by Sandrell, and they'll just hit it over. Ellie and Annalee both fight, and that's going to be in the net on Brown. And Mason and Annalee fought over that one for the set.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard somebody say me, but normally when Annalee calls something, you don't get near it because she screams it.
Yeah.
And it's almost like get away from it. Garland with a hit. Nice job there by Parrish. Now be set up, hit over. Garland's there. Zoe's going to set the back in Mason. She'll hit it weakly and hit the net. Now Mount Pleasant will just get it over. Nice job there by Mount Pleasant. Set up. Going to call
Bonner in the net, and she's saying, "Is it my ponytail?" And it may be.
It could be.
Yeah. So, Rodney, if you're listening, zip ties the ponytail
Yep.
to the tag of the shirt.
Well,
See
she
if
did.
that,
She braided it a couple times, I think, early on in the season.
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the long hair in anything in sports, so
Yeah,
because it gets in the way.
which is why I keep mine short,
Yeah, right.
just in
right.
case.
That's what I tell Scout. She wants hers long, but hers is so thick. I'm like, kid, you sweat like a pig anyway. You don't need all that. It's just like a wool blanket on top of your head. Annalee's going to be back to try to close out this second set. 24-11, Summertown leads, and Annalee's serve will be good. They'll get a set, a hit, and that's not going to go over, and that'll end our second set, 25-11. Summertown will take set number 2, and we'll take a break while they get ready for the third one. You're listening to Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself.
All right, we're back in Summertown for set number 3 against Mount Pleasant. Quick update as Lawrence County and Columbia are tied 24 all. So that will go into extra numbers there. That one's dug out. Now they'll try to get a hit. It's going to be pushed over there. Set by Zoe to Garland. Nice hit, dug out by Campbell. Now Parrish gets a hit on it, and that's going to hit the ground for a kill for Parrish. So Mount Pleasant starting out hot.
And that was all led because the libero made a good dig, got it over to the setter who set the hitter. So
good dig and good pass all at the same time. This is number 4, Kraft there on the serve, and Mason will hit it over and be dug out again. Now here's Annalee now Zoe for the C to Brown for the point.
The hitters love the C.
And then I saw, was that Izzy that come to the middle right there as Brown went around? It was kind of a...
Yeah, you don't know who to block there.
Oh, it was Mason went up the middle. Okay, so they were running a little crisscross.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it, but Klein with a hit. Dug out by Gillum, then Zoe. Then that's going to be 4 hits on Summertown. Good effort there by Zoe and Gillum to try to get it up. Parrish is going to go back to serve for Mount Pleasant.
I don't think they were ready for that one.
Yeah, I don't think they were either. So Mount Pleasant looking good here in the early minutes of the third set. Parrish gets a good serve. Zoe. Now Emerson will have to tip that one over a little close. That one didn't make it over as Sandrell tried to hit it over. That'll be a point for Summertown. May Ricks comes in for Mason.
I think Emerson slipped at the net, so they were trying to figure out what's over there.
That set was a little close to the net, and she had to just kind of tip it over, but I thought that was all it was. She might have slipped on her way, too. That's going to be a free ball over. Now Zoe to Millie, and that's going to be in by several feet. Point for Emerson.
Looked like she hit mostly fingertips, but there wasn't anybody back there, so it made it down.
And I think the libero thought she was closer to the back out of bounds line than she was, as May's going to hit that one in the net.
May's arm's probably sore from all that hitting. She
guess.
was serving, she was doing. So.
Yeah, she's had several. Lawrence County, Will says, did win the first set over Columbia. If you haven't seen Columbia play this year, they are a pretty good team, as is Lawrenceburg, but Columbia is pretty impressive, which they should be for the size of school they have. Dug out by May. Now Garland's just going to tip that one over. Then we'll get a set and a hit. That's going to be in, and that'll be a kill for Haywood. Couple kills here early on from Mount Pleasant, as they're not trying to go out peacefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're here to play.
I wish they would liven up and take us to beat us a set. Might be good for us. Now Emerson, if we're struggling to get a set and a hit on the ball right now. Garland. Now Zoe back to Garland, and that ball is hard to handle.
So after they hit that slide set a few times, they set it over to the side, and that's how it's supposed to happen right there. So.
Yeah, it looked really good. Garland
the
puts
blocker,
a really good cut on the ball, too.
The would-be blocker was already headed towards the middle.
And well, we've done the C more than we've done it at all year already, so that'll be hit over there by Sandrell. Zoe's going to get a set to Emerson. It was a quick one. She puts a hand on it. It's dug out. Klein just going to hit it over, and now there's Anna Lee now to be set to the outside. And Cornelius might have slipped there, too. It almost
well, I think she was just behind, and she should come off, but they were, kind of look like when the middle goes over, that's a shoot set. That's that 3 set. So it's not, it's supposed to be a line drive, but that's a real hard to time.
I don't know if Cornelius could have got a hand on that one anyway. It was a little high.
Yeah.
She would have had to get up and get up quick.
When really good teams do it, that shoot set will go, and the hitter's already in the air, and it just puts it right on them, and it's pretty.
Yeah, I like it. I like that whole timing and the speed of the set. I like it. Can be deadly.
Yeah, it was pretty. Unlike Millie's last serve right there, that's right in the net again. So.
The joys of your dad's doing the call on exports.
They better tighten up. Is all I got to say.
Now Zoe to Brown, and that's going to be a kill for Brown. Haven't seen Brown much on the outside this year, so that's new for us.
Yeah, I think she normally just starts middle, rotates out. So.
As Mason comes back in for Ricks. Now they'll get a push over. Does Mount Pleasant, and they'll call a double.
Yeah, that was a pretty extreme. Double there. So
and like you said, she tried to go across the net with it.
Yeah.
Can't do. Some refs won't call the double no matter what now. They just pretty much act like it don't exist.
Right.
Which I agree with the whole not across the net, because we saw that a couple times with Loretta here. A couple of those were doubles. Brown on the C, be dug out. Sandrell will try to get it over to her teammate in Parrish, but they.
Yeah, it's kind of between two hitters there.
Yeah,
so.
They kind of mixed it up. I think that was 4. And I don't know. Yeah, Kraft. Zoe's serve is a good one, deep. Campbell's there, and then Sandrell tries to tip it over, and it won't go. It'll go into the net. We're going to get a timeout by Mount Pleasant early on, 9-6, Summertown leads. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer, with their team, are dedicated to providing the
All right, we're back after the quick timeout by Mount Pleasant. 9-6, Summertown leads third set. Summertown did win the first 2 sets if you're just now joining us, and Zoe's back to serve, and it's a good one. Campbell to Sandrell for the left hit. It's dug out there by Zoe. Now Annalee will set up Cornelius on the outside, and we're going to get a call. Somebody's in the net, I'm assuming. Number 11 for Mount Pleasant, so that'll be a point for Summertown.
Yeah, right in front of the ref.
Yep. So Zoe's serve is another good one. Confused Campbell there. Didn't know how she wanted to hit it. Tries to stuck out her left arm there at the last second, but couldn't do anything with it. That'll be an ace for Zoe. So she'll go back for her 3rd or 4th in a row. Another good one. Hits it right to Campbell. Set up by Sandrell. The lefty. If she wouldn't have got in the net there. Oh, was that us?
That was Cornelius, I think, going for the approach. Her hand upswing was too close to the net.
Yeah. I was going to say, because if not, that would have been a pretty nice little kill there from the lefty.
Yeah.
Back to serve from Mount Pleasant, and it's a good serve. That's 0 McNeil who served it, and then they fought over it. Now Sandrell just kick it over. Good look there. Dug out, but not going to be able to get to it. Good effort there by Campbell. Just couldn't get to it.
Yeah.
Good kill.
Got there. I think before you got here, me and Will were talking about a genius way to keep players out of the net, I thought. And it was in middle school, if you electrify that net just a little, I mean, just enough, as a learning tool.
Yeah.
By the high school, they'll be well aware of where that net is.
Just a little 110 volt. I mean, nothing extreme. I mean, I don't know how many times as a kid I stuck my finger in a light socket.
Yeah.
And it taught me really quick to put cover on the light socket.
Yeah.
So I'm agreeing. I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah.
I think we should give our kids shot callers. I mean, might as well do that. Oh, yeah. I like that. I appreciate you, too.
Guthrie's with us in spirit and class photo.
I had about 6 calls and 6 text messages telling me I need to get on exports.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, there it was. As soon as I pulled it up. And then I heard there's the lead singer, Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray, I thought so. I just want you to know I was a huge fan of yours in early 2000s. So
he's still on the radio. He's got a top something countdown from the 90s and 2000s every week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I laughed. I did laugh hard. I had it on while I was riding. I text Will and said, I appreciate the school picture, buddy.
Yeah.
And then Tasha sent me that she had sent the other one in, and I think Tommy said, it looked like it was pizza day or something.
Well, yeah.
I was excited about pizza day.
Yeah, that's all I could figure is someone walked in and said, it's pizza day, and that was your first reaction.
That might have been the worst school picture I've ever taken that year.
That seemed to be the ones my mom would buy when my hair's sticking up. I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt from the dig store, and I'm like, and you bought these? Like, I'm looking at it, but you bought it, so.
Well, my head was shaved. I asked my mom to cut my hair, and she was supposed to use the longest guard on the clippers, so you could still have a little bit of hair. And she forgot to put the guard on at all, and buzzed my head completely bald. Well, I ended up I cried and cried and cried. Went to the school with a hood on. Hated it.
Yeah.
And told her she'd never cut my hair again. And then I ended up keeping it that way for the next 5 or 6 years. But she never did cut my hair again.
Yeah.
It's the only time I can remember wanting to just disown my mom. But it was horrible. I can still remember she started going, and then she looked down at me, and tears were just rolling down her eyes. And she was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "What have you done to me?"
She said, "I've made it to where X Sports makes fun of you in 20 years."
Yeah, really. That and every kid in the school for the next, 2 weeks. I got it. Because my head has got more hills than Hampshire. That one's going to be hit over as we get back on track here. Zoe with a set. Gillum with a kill to the back row, but they dig it out. And then they're going to try to get a tip on it. It'll go nowhere, so point Summertown, 16-10, as Mount Pleasant has played a much better set this time around. And maybe Summertown hasn't played the best set. But you got to be able to kill whoever's in front of you.
Yep.
In sports, you can't
That'll
change.
help.
You got to go and go and go. So there's a point, big ace there. Another one by Garland. She sends another dart over.
I've never been too worried about my hair. I've always been very handsome on the inside, and that's where I've tried to excel.
That one's dug out. Now let's get it over. Nice job there. Zoe sets up Emerson, and she's catching them on the way down. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, that was way off.
Yeah, that's the second time they've been on that little short center set. They've been kind of off. I don't know if she's trying to catch some of them on the way down or not. But
yeah, they were really close to each other to start, too. So
yeah. Which, the team you're playing against kind of dictates where you're going to cluster on the floor. So
yeah.
We don't have many going down the lines from Mount Pleasant, so we're kind of crowded in the middle there. Sandrell's going to set that one up on the outside. Hit. Emerson digs it out. Tipped over by Zoe. Now they got to hit this one over, and they do. Garland's there, sets up Zoe. Zoe to Emerson. She'll push it. Of course, Emerson's on the back row right now, so Emerson with a set to Cornelius. Hit, dug out. Mount Pleasant can't get that one over. Good effort there.
One thing I know about a hitter is they like to set.
Yeah.
They shouldn't, but when they do, they're very proud of themselves.
And Emerson hits a beauty down the left line, or the closest line, our right, her left line.
Yeah.
For an ace. That's a couple for Emerson on the.
When she gets it over the net, good things happen.
Well, I don't like the long serve. That's what bothers me. I mean, I understand you're trying to get the back row, and you might get somebody to jump on it, and you give it a chance at least. Brown's going to knock that one down.
Yep.
But I'm like, so at least her miss is short and not long for me. I know you like the.
I like to be I like that back row to be like, oh, is that in? I'm gonna touch it.
Yeah. Millie back again. Gets a good hit on that one. Parrish digs it out. They get it back in play. Need to get it over, and it won't go. So that'll be another one for Millie. 23-11. 2 points away from closing out the game here. See if Emerson can do it. It's another good one, but long and deep. There's
too long to be tempting. So.
Yeah, that one didn't have a chance. Sorry, Millie. We're not going to let you get this one closed out, so it looks like it'll go to Anna Lee next, maybe, I think, over there. Possibly for the next serve. Mount Pleasant's going to toss it up and get a hit on it. Nice serve there. Now they'll set up Brown. She's going to hit one down in the middle. Great serve there by Haywood. Really nice serve.
Now,
go to Zoe.
Unofficially, Will, the scores table has it 23-12. I don't know if the score was wrong or if they deducted a point for hitting it out of bounds. Or.
Yeah, well, it was 23-12 before that point.
Right.
And that's going to be hit over by Zoe on the set. Now Mount Pleasant will manage to get it over. Mason will dig that out. And Leo hit it over. Now a set to Parrish. She'll hit it. Brown will knock it down for the point. Now we're at 24 somehow.
Yeah, that was a real athletic play just to get a hand on it.
Yep.
Just being where the ball is. She's done that a few times this year.
So Zoe's going to try to close this out, 24-12, and that's going to be nothing but the bottom of the floor for an ace for Zoe. So after three, Summertown takes it 25-12 in this third set. We appreciate you joining us, and I'm sure we'll be back. When's our next?
Yeah, we had a
Central Magnet here, right, on Thursday.
Yeah, we had that one added late. So.
Yep. Yep. I was going to say homecoming for middle school is Thursday night at the football field. So there's plenty of sports as usual in Summertown. But for Tommy Emerson, Will Pettis, and Guthrie Mason, we appreciate you joining us. This is Summertown Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local